I'm Yolanda Vasquez, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. We are here in Annapolis speaking with legislators about a number of issues and bills that they plan on proposing during the 2017 session. Joining me now is Delegate Chris West from District 42B. Delegate, it's a pleasure to have you here in our studio.
Nice to be here.
You and I were just talking a second ago. I said, once you're a few weeks into the session, this is a busy time?
Things accelerate really rapidly. The deadline for filing the bills is coming up shortly, and from that point on, we're off and running.
Yeah, off to the races.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, that's a good segue.
Very good.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah.
Right into my next topic. You were responsible, or you had some part in arranging the OTB, the off-track betting there at Timonium Fairgrounds. Tell me a little bit more. I remember this story. There was a little bit of controversy surrounding it, but it seemed like it went through.
In Timonium, there was a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
It blew up like a summer thunderstorm. Mm-hmm. One day it wasn't there at all, and the next day we learned about it in our office.
Right.
After the decision really had been made, and our reaction was, wait a minute, nobody knows about this. So we got the word out, and all of a sudden the people in the community were up in arms. And the reason is because 10 years earlier, there had been an active proposal to put a casino at the fairgrounds. People were totally opposed to that.
Opposed to it because?
They didn't want a casino in Timonium. They didn't want all the deleterious side effects of having a casino in Timonium. And so they were afraid that this off-track betting was the camel's nose under the tent, the first step to doing it again. So my conclusion was we could achieve a win-win for everybody. So what I negotiated was that the people in the neighborhood would give up their opposition to off-track betting, and the fairgrounds signed a legally binding, legally enforceable contract with the local community association that they would never support either slots or a casino at the fairgrounds. So they get the off-track betting, but that's the end of it.
That's it, no more, okay.
No more. That's as far as it goes, and everybody in Timonium was happy with that. So everybody seems to be pleased. And the fairgrounds, in fairness, from the off-track betting is going to receive a lot of money, which they will use to keep the state fair going, which is really important. I'm hoping the state fair lasts well beyond my lifetime.
There you go. It's a win-win for everybody involved.
Exactly.
Let's talk about this regional truck maintenance depot. There were plans to build one there at the Ag Center. Where is that located, and that's been kiboshed, right?
That has been kiboshed. The Ag Center is on Shawan Road, just west of I-83, up in the Hunt Valley region. It was always designed to be an ag center. There was a master plan which contemplated solely agricultural uses. The county needed a new truck maintenance facility, and they decided we're going to put it at the ag center. We were totally opposed to that. Again, the people found out about it after the decision had been made. There was a meeting. 250 people showed up, all of them angry. I stood with the county executive on the opening day of the session, and we stood at the fireplace, and we traced out lines on the chimney above the fireplace about what we were talking about. I convinced him that he had had a misunderstanding, that there never had been this kind of facility planned there. In fact, there had been a corn crib planned for that location, and so 5 days later, he canceled the plans for it.
They're done, nothing more. Exactly. Last but not least, because we've got about 30 seconds left, I want to talk a little bit more about speed bumps at elementary schools throughout Baltimore County. They don't currently exist right now?
In some limited cases, perhaps, but my bill would give each elementary school principal the right to choose to have a speed bump outside his or her elementary school in order to slow the traffic down.
Because you said people are just whizzing by.
Yeah, for example, in the one I'm specifically concerned about, the speed limit is 25 miles an hour. People are going by 37 to 40 miles an hour, which is far too fast in front of element. They won't go that fast if there's a speed bump there.
No, they will not. That will deter them.
Exactly.
Delegate Chris West, it was a pleasure to have you come on in. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks a lot. And that'll do it for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Yolanda Vasquez. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you again real soon.